Welcome, podcast fans. This is your host, Budget Pedal Chap. You are here with Fret Talk, episode number 15. You are joined by your hosts, Matt Quine and the guitar geek himself, Mr. Andrew Ferris.
Hello.
Say hello, guys.
Hello. Hello, guys.
Hello.
I had a go at our chap Ollie last week for doing that, didn't I?
Doing what?
Saying hello, guys.
Oh, sorry.
No, it's fine. So, we're going to kick off this week. What have we been up to, lads? What have we been up to this week? Matt, do you want to start us off?
So basically, all I've done guitar-wise is buy stuff ready to start rebuilding my Telecaster. So I've bought some sandpaper to put the finish back. I've bought primer and the colours that I want to use, and a top coat as well. So it's just a case of now actually finding time to strip it right the way back to the wood and then start refinishing it. I've had a message from Fletch saying that he looked at the pickup, he thinks it was just a potting issue and it's on the way back to me. So hopefully by the time this time next week, I should have a put together Telecaster that's not orange, it's a different colour.
Fantastic news. Speaking of our man Fletch as well, I got a message off him this week about my my Ibanez RG, and it is now officially going to have a set of P90s, Alnico 5 P90s, and something resembling a quarter pounder single coil in the middle.
Very cool.
So yeah, it's
totally different then.
Yeah, it's going to be somewhat different. I did unfortunately have to pay him for that as well. So my bank balance is crying, but my tone will thank me for it.
There's always money to spend on doing up on Ibanez.
I know, yeah. Speaking of which, you've got that banana yellow Ibanez, haven't you, that you've had for a while?
I have. It's the 350M, the RG 350M. And it's got a Floyd Rose, got a Wizard neck 3-piece, and I love it. I bought it a long time ago and still haven't set up the Floyd Rose. Still haven't learned how to do it. But it's really wicked. It's good fun, and it's bright yellow, and it's good for just doing some wheelies.
Yeah, I find it's great for kind of childish enjoyment, isn't it?
Absolutely.
It's a guitar that does not take itself seriously at all, but it doesn't need to.
No, I mean, if you're going to have a guitar like that, it might as well be extreme.
Yeah. Yeah,
and
so
it's extreme in
bright
tone.
yellow.
The flat radius on the neck is great.
Yeah, they're fantastic, aren't they?
I've become kind of addicted to this sort of search for something that isn't so ridiculous, but with a flat radius.
G&L guitars are quite flat, I believe. They're a 12-inch radius.
So I've heard.
Yeah.
I haven't played one in a long time, so I might have to go down that road.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. So what else have you been up to this week, Andrew? Sorry.
I have been. I've been playing with my Katana Mini, the little practice amp from Boss.
That you have?
I have been doing up the Gibson SG Standard that I took apart to put bits on the Les Paul.
Yes, yeah, it cropped up in like episode 2 or something of your Les Paul transformation.
Yeah. Made a little cameo there and suddenly got naked. So now it's in good shape. It's looking nice, but it's not going to be such an epic series as the Les Paul series on YouTube.
Yeah, I'll look forward to it anyway.
Yeah, it might still cause a few smiles, but it won't be a 5-part, that's for sure.
Indeed. I don't think anyone.
I don't know how far you want to go into this. With do you want to go into a topic, or are you aware that we've just lost Matt?
Have we lost
Matt?
I think
I'm still here, aren't I?
Oh.
No, you are still there.
Yes, you are. Yeah, I think we. I think we're going to kind of venture first into. I mean, what I've been up to this week. It's got to be more of a rant this week than anything. I've been a grumpy sod this week. I saw an article today, and I can't remember what the article was about. I'm sure it was thoroughly enjoyable, but I can't remember it, so it's ultimately forgettable as well. But it was mentioning the pickups on a guitar, and it referred to them as front and back. And I don't know why. It's almost like the little silver screw on the 2018 Les Pauls with Matt.
The classic.
Yeah, the screw gate. It got me riled up something rotten.
It's on that level.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's terrible. I thought I just. It doesn't make sense not to call it a bridge and a neck pickup. Front and back is so.
Totally agree. However, on the Epiphone pickups, it does actually say front and back on them.
Yeah, some pickups are labelled that way, aren't they?
But it doesn't stop it being any less ridiculous.
No, because it depends which way you hold the guitar up for which one to be front and back, doesn't it? Really?
Yeah.
I've got to admit here that I've done it in the past, but like this was when I was like 15 and I didn't know what a guitar was. I don't think I've called them front and back since I learned that they were neck and bridge, as in I learned what the neck was and the bridge was.
Yeah. And I think whoever refers to them as rhythm and treble should just be strung up. Yeah, it's. I think my grammar isn't the goodest, but yeah, rhythm and treble. Whose idea was that?
Oh, I'd say Les Paul, probably.
Yeah, well, he knew a bit, didn't he? Les Paul.
Apparently, yeah. Good old Les. Speaking
of Les Paul as well, something that we happened upon today. In fact, it was our friend Carl happened upon something today, which we feel as a tiny little guitar community that we need to speak up against, and that we need to kind of warn people. There is a website, and that website is epiphoneby.com. And this website are seeming to be selling Epiphone guitars for a ridiculous discount. We're talking the Epiphone Les Paul SL, is it? The one that...
the new one, the one that's not come out in Europe yet.
Yes,
the cheapo, the one that
the two single coil,
a single coil
essentially.
Les Paul.
It's saying that they're being sold for 30 odd euros. 34, yeah, which seems ridiculously cheap. It seems plausible, but it still seems ridiculously cheap. It's when you start digging a little bit more into this site and you see like the really high spec Epiphones. There's a BB King Lucille, and it's saying that it's coming up at 88 euros. That it starts to make you question it. So we kind of did a little bit of research, didn't we?
Yeah, I mean, it's been popping up on my Facebook feed for about 2 days.
Oh, has it?
And I actually did investigate it about 2 days ago, and then forgot to say anything about it. Mainly because I thought it was small and almost pointless, and not really an issue. But then when Carl shared it today, I thought, okay, there's more, because I thought if no one else has posted it already, then it's not a point.
Yeah.
But
it's gaining traction now, isn't it?
Yeah, there's at least 3 or 4 Facebook groups that are dedicated to it, and there's epiphoneby.com. There's also a second one, which I've forgotten the name of, but it's the same website with a different URL.
Yeah.
And yeah, it as you said, it looks kind of believable with 34 euros for this SL Les Paul because they're so cheap already. And I was expecting there to be some humongous shipping cost.
Yeah.
Which then brings it up to a reasonable, expectable price.
Yes.
But then it's not. It's purely Scam City.
Yeah, I mean, we haven't had any personal dealings with it now, due to our kind of caution with it. But we can almost 100% guarantee that it's a scam, and we don't want anyone to fall victim to it.
No, it's almost believable at first, but if you go into the website, they've taken all the copy from the About page and all the necessary extra pages from the Dawson's Music website.
Yeah.
And as the Guitar Geek, I made a video for this earlier because I think this is the sort of thing that either young people maybe looking for a first guitar or bargain might accidentally fall for,
Yeah.
or maybe even more likely is someone like my dad who would be trying to buy a present for me.
Yes.
Thinking, oh, that's a really good deal. I'll get that for him. A non-guitar player buying a present for a
who's not
guitarist.
necessarily got a heightened sense for the pricing and the lingo that's used in guitar.
Yeah, it's perfectly believable if you just sort of look at the surface.
Yeah, I mean, it almost had a couple of us fooled, like with the SL Les Paul. So yeah, I think we'll
just a big scam warning. Just if you're listening and you're looking to buy an Epiphone, then buy from a respectable dealer or someone you trust.
Yeah, I think Carl pretty much summed it up perfectly with, if it looks too good to be true, it is. And essentially that's what's happening there.
It is a shame though, isn't it?
It is. I would love a BB King Lucille for €88.
Yeah.
But I mean, realistically, the parts are going to come to at least triple that.
Well, another thing was that there was the Amazon in America, the Amazon sort of mistake that was made in the last few months. I don't know if you were aware of that, or
I've heard about it on 60 Cycle Hum or the Gear Slum, one of those podcasts.
Yeah, they were selling $1,000 guitars for something like $250 via some mistake in somebody's.
The orders got cancelled very quickly.
Yeah, but some guitars did get through. But it's things like that. You think, oh, well, that's maybe too good to be true. Yeah. But it turns out that some people did get some. But so EpiphoneBuy.com is definitely a scam.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go for 100% scam there.
Yeah, what we're gonna try and do as well is put that up in our group and the other website that you found as well, Andrew, just as a clear warning. But
I'll take a careful look through my web history.
Yeah, very careful. Moving on to slightly more reputable sources, our friends over at Gibson Guitars. have made a little bit of a faux pas. Was it today that they posted this?
It was today they posted on Instagram.
You posted it up, didn't you, Andrew? So do you want to talk us through that one? What happened?
Yeah, I was just happily scrolling my way through Instagram and came across some beautiful guitars. One came from Gibson, and what they've said was they had a picture of a what was it? The Flying V.
It was a Flying V.
And a Flying V in vintage cherry or worn cherry.
I've got aged cherry here,
Aged cherry, sorry. Yeah. And I'm not doing very well at this, am I? In aged cherry, and they posted a picture of a black Flying V.
Yeah.
And it really made me question, like, is there something wrong with my eyes? Because that's a black guitar, and no matter how good you are at guitars, you should know the difference between red and black.
Yeah, either there's some form of grayscale filter on it, or it's extremely aged cherry to the point where the cherry is now decaying.
Yeah, to cut it to the end, Gibson have made another mistake.
Yeah, I mean it's not doing well for their quality control, is it?
No.
It feels like week on week we keep beating Gibson for their mistakes.
It does, but if they keep making them and they keep setting them up, we're going to keep knocking them down.
Yeah, exactly. I think I would like to report on Gibson doing something well.
We did last week.
We did with the Gary Clark, yeah.
The triple pickup SG, but that came in at a decent price point.
Yeah.
But I mean, other than that, everything they seem to do just seems to either be stupid or be broken.
Yeah, it's like 1 step forward, 7 steps back, isn't it?
Yeah.
I heard very vaguely this week that there was another Slash signature coming out as well.
What's the point?
But yeah, I think as far as mentioning that news-wise, that's as much as we're going to go into it, because over the past, I mean, we've been doing this for 15 episodes now, and we've mentioned 2 Slash signatures. So I don't think that man gets any more airtime.
I wonder how many we can get in a year. If that's 2 in 40, and then let's say 50 in a year. We're looking at another 3 by the end of 2018.
That'd be good, wouldn't it?
No.
We just need to take bets on what he's going to be releasing signatures of.
It's going to be a signature Cherry Flying V, I think.
The one cherry.
Black.
Yep. Right, anyway, we've done enough procrastinating and I've done enough moaning for this week. We're going to move swiftly onto our news topics. So, our first news topic is old news, but it's news. It's a guitar which has recently kind of resurfaced, and it's an extremely beautiful guitar. So this guitar is it's an Epiphone Casino, and it's a signature of a man called Dwight Yoakam, who I've got to put my hands up and admit I'd never heard of. So
I'd heard the name, but knew nothing about him.
Yeah, so it's not it's not another Slash signature. So, but I mean, looking at the specs of this guitar, so it's got some USA Gibson P90s. It's got laminate maple construction, being a semi-hollow, of course. A mahogany neck, a rosewood board as well. And it looks remarkably like a Gretsch White Falcon.
Yeah, it is. It is basically an Epiphone Gretsch, isn't it?
It is. Yeah, Gretsch Epiphone.
It is also stunning.
But the thing we found out is that it's actually not a new thing. It's quite a few years old now, isn't it?
I think it's 2012, I want to say.
So this is, I mean, we are stretching the term news now, aren't we?
The news is here's an old guitar.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. But I mean, it's a beautiful looking guitar. It's well spec'd as well.
Yeah, it's made in Japan as part of the Elite series, or
so
Elitist series.
So
which I believe is all discontinued now.
Yeah, okay. But I mean, it's resurfaced back in our news circles, hasn't it? Which might suggest a resurgence of it, maybe a reissue.
I hope so, because I saw it and just instantly fell in love. And yeah, you can't find them. I actually found that they made only 250 of them.
Oh, wow.
In white and 250 in red.
Yeah, they do a red version as well. But the guitar has a reverse Firebird headstock as well, doesn't it?
Yeah, that's the weird thing about it.
Yeah, it's a bit strange, but I don't dislike it.
It works. It works. It works better than the Joe Bonamassa Les Paul.
Oh, the Bonnibird.
Yeah.
That thing was a freak of nature, that was, wasn't it?
Yeah, don't like that one.
Yeah, kill it with fire. What are your opinions on it, Matt? You've been a little quiet on this one.
Me, I just think if it looks like a Gretsch, and I mean, I can't say it's not going to play like I would assume that it's going to play similar to a Gretsch. It doesn't want P90s; it wants Deltatrons in it.
I don't know. Some Gretches have P90s, don't they?
They do, but they sound better when they've got Deltatrons.
Yeah. I must admit, A couple of years, many years back actually. Now I was looking at the Gretsch Electromatic series, and I tried out a couple, and I tried the ones with the D-Armand single coils and the Filtertrons, and the Filtertrons absolutely knocked it out of the park, for me at least, anyway.
And that's the same for me. Filtertrons and that style of pickup, I don't know what it is. It's just my favourite guitar sound in the world.
No, hats off to you. If that's what you found that you like, then don't let anyone tell
And
you.
you need never buy another guitar again.
Yeah,
That's
you've won.
definitely
You've
not
found
true.
it. Unfortunately, I've not found my Filtertrons, so I'm still cursed to have to buy more and more guitars. Most of which are Telecasters.
The way to go.
Indeed.
Just be careful when buying them used.
I think that's something we're gonna move on to a little bit later.
That's a little
Andrew,
taster
I'm going to
for
give you a
I'm
little
getting ready to
soapbox
moan
to
at
stand
you.
on for that one. All right. I'm gonna mail it over in this next segment, so hopefully it'll get over to you in Austria by the time we get to
Wonderful.
the end of it.
Thanks, man.
So keeping on the Epiphone track, they have actually released something new recently. So we'll talk about that, shall we?
Yes.
Have either of you guys seen the new Tommy Thayer signature being released by Epiphone?
Not in the flesh, but in pictures, yes.
And what shape would that be, Mr. Ferris?
That would be the Explorer.
Indeed,
Adam.
you're an explorer man yourself, aren't you?
I have been known to wield an Explorer now and again.
Indeed, you've got a very beautiful one, haven't you?
I have been told that very many times.
And
Yes,
your
I've got
explorer ain't
the-
bad either.
I've got the Gibson Golden X,
Indeed.
the Bill Kelleher signature one.
Yeah.
And what's special about that one is it doesn't look like a standard Explorer. It's kind of special looking.
Yeah.
And so is this Tommy Thayer White Lightning Explorer. It's kind of just almost all white.
Yes, yeah.
Gorgeous.
Are you looking at it now, Matt?
I am. I'm looking at it now. It's absolutely fantastic. I want one.
Comes in a white case.
Does it?
Oh,
With
you've already
a
sold
sort
it
of
to me. You've already sold it to me.
with a sort of punk sort of Kiss strap
Nice.
with what's the word? Knobbles on.
Nobbles.
Kiss were very well known for wearing knobbles.
You mean studs?
That's the one.
Studs.
Dear, oh
Nobbles. I think, who do I go to petition the change of studs to nobbles?
That'll be the Nobble community.
Do I have to go to the Oxford English Dictionary for that one?
Definitely.
So yeah, I mean, if we look at the specs of this, it's quite similar to the Les Paul that they released a couple of years back. Mm-hmm. It's got a JB set in it. I think it's rosewood board. It's vaguely based on the custom. It's white and chrome, isn't it? Mm-hmm. And as you've said, it's quite a striking instrument. So what are we saying, lads? Are we giving it a yay?
I would play that.
Yeah, I think I'm going to sell my Epiphone Explorer and get one of these instead. I've got a Pro, so I think that'll go and I'll get one of these. That's just gorgeous. I want it.
Are you being serious, Matt?
Yeah, I've got an Epiphone Explorer Pro, so it'll probably give me 250 quid, which is enough to put towards the money I've got saved aside for something at the moment. I think I want to get one of these because it's absolutely stunning.
Oh, brilliant. You were looking for something. You said you had some cash floating around.
Yeah,
there you
I think
go.
I think this might be it.
Wow.
So we've helped Matt spend some money, which is brilliant.
Brilliant.
Let's see if we can help him spend some more, because Epiphone are releasing more and more things this week. So, do any of you remember a little old man called Matt Heafy?
Yes.
Nope.
No. The lead singer of Trivium.
Right, okay. That's why.
They were a band once in the not late 90s, kind of early 2000s-ish.
Early 2000s, yeah.
Yeah. So they've released a Matt Heafy signature. It's called the Snowfall Les Paul Custom. It's tying in with the band's new release of some kind of music. It is a white Les Paul Custom available in 6 and 7 string. And the thing that's really interesting about this Les Paul is they're quoting a phenolic fretboard. So it's like
A what fretboard?
a phenolic.
Okay.
Phenolic. That one more time. Phenolic.
Do we know what phenolic means?
I haven't a clue.
I think my light bulb's about to explode.
Phenolic.
I'm getting a serious flickering going on in my room. Either that, or there's a poltergeist about to enter my studio.
I think your bulbs are going phenolic.
Yeah, definitely. You said the word phenolic, and suddenly the lights are going out.
Well, that's it.
Ah.
So,
Help.
as far as I'm aware, this is some form of composite material, maybe like resin based or
Yeah,
Some kind of
it's
substitute.
certainly not a standard piece of wood.
yeah, it's phenolic.
It is.
So yeah, again, another iteration of this site's rosewood and general wood restriction and whatnot.
Yeah, but they've used it for good design purposes. It's now the whole guitar is white.
Yeah, it fits the aesthetic incredibly, doesn't it?
And it makes me question if the sights thing never happened, would they have done this?
No, they probably would have bleached rosewood or something ridiculous.
Yeah, I think it looks really cool. Not as cool as the Explorer,
No,
but very, very cool. The Explorer lends itself more to an extreme design change.
yeah, because it's an extreme guitar, isn't it?
Yeah, a Les Paul is and forever will be a Les Paul.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but I think it looks hideous. I don't get it. The white pickups on a white body with white knobs, and then to have chrome bits but not pickups. So you got your chrome bridge but not chrome pickups, and then just to have a white everything and then chrome tuners. It just looks odd. I don't like it. It just doesn't fit.
Andy,
Yes.
grab hold of your seats here. I think we've got another Screwgate.
Uh-oh. I wasn't around for the last one.
No, it's just I don't get it. Like, if you're going to go for all white, try and go for all white. Don't have a couple of really standout silvery bits.
Yeah. Maybe it ties in with the aesthetic of this this new Trivium musical release.
Is the album called Silver Screws on a White Background?
It may very well be. I plead complete ignorance of anything Trivium did after the Crusade. So
The album's called Silence in the Snow.
yeah, well, that makes sense.
Absolutely.
I assume the snow is the white bit. Silence is a silver colour, right?
I
Definitely.
mean, if it's Silence in the Snow, why does he need a guitar to begin with? Why can't he just stand there?
The volumes are all turned to 0.
Okay.
So yeah,
Fake pops.
it's silent.
Well, the Silver Screws do match the rest of the hardware. You've got silver hardware on a white guitar.
I don't like the fact that it's silver hardware with white pickups and white covers. Like, when in the stock photos that are just the guitar with on a background, they look all right, but when you see him holding them, it just looks a bit naff.
Is that because Matt Heafy looks a certain way, or is...
No, because I've seen other people holding them and they still look naff.
Oh, right, so it's not down to him.
When they're the only focus, it looks all right, but
Yeah.
if you're looking at it on a slight angle, it just looks a bit weird.
Oh yeah, you're right. I've just got one up. It looks like they've not finished the guitar. Like they forgot to colour it in.
Yeah.
So This is
Maybe it comes with a paintbrush and 4 paints or something.
this is a question now to Matt. This is where in a scale of like 1 to Gibson silver screw fiasco, where does this stand?
It's not on that level. It's probably like a 4, but it's still just it doesn't quite sit right with me.
Yeah. Tough times for Epiphone, but they're doing better than Gibson. They've got two yays this week, and I think as a general, we'll say.
Can I give them a third
Heapies.
yay? They're just about to release this Century bass. This vintage-looking sort of archtop bass guitar.
Oh, cool. And are they doing that complete white with silver screws?
It's Epiphone. They're running this competition.
Okay.
To win it, so you just give away your email and stuff like that, and you could win it. So somebody in the world is going to win one guitar.
Do you have to enter your details on epiphonebuy.com and just leave your sort code and account number?
Maybe that's what it is. Damn it. No, but it looks gorgeous. It appeals to me because it looks old and has vintage sunbursty colours, and it just looks like someone's taken a double bass and made it slightly smaller.
Nice.
But that's got a big yes from me. But it's an acoustic and it's a bass. So why are we talking about it?
Yeah. I know. Yeah, it has no place on this podcast. I believe, Andrew, that you've got some newsy news for us, haven't you?
Yes.
Care to elaborate on this newsy news?
Yes. Are we talking about the cases?
We talk about whatever you like, my lover.
Well, I found out recently I've got a lot of guitar cases, and they're all old sort of stuff, 20 years old, and they're huge and not exactly very protective, but very thick and very heavy.
Yeah, bulky,
so I've been
but
looking
not
at sort
protecting.
of bulky. Yeah, that's the word I'm looking for. And I've been looking at upgrading some cases and looking at the mono cases, but they are more expensive than some of my guitars. And I know they do a very, very good job.
Yes.
However, they're out of my price range for just something that's sort of deciding to do just to save some space.
Yeah.
So a company called Pro Rock Gear has released a new lightweight wood shell case.
Cool.
Which is another sort of composite case, which is between a carry bag and a case.
It was between a carrier bag.
But no, more than a carrier bag. That's how they ship guitars these days in Austria. They've called it Armor Guard.
Armor Guard.
And it's supposed to be lightweight and hybrid and a case like no other.
Is that not the noise that you make when you see the price of it? Oh my God.
Oh my God. No, because it's only $60.
Exactly.
Okay, that was a positive. Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Okay, yeah, it's got rubber bumpers and all the things you need to keep your guitar safe, but it's lightweight, and it seems possibly like a cheaper alternative to the mono case.
So it's like a semi-hard case.
Very semi-hard. You can't say that and expect one of us not to jump on it.
I know, it's almost as bad as us going on about big muffs, isn't it?
It is. Big muff. Yeah, said it.
Yeah,
they do all the sizes you need, but it seems. I mean, the price $60 for a case that could actually deliver is phenomenal.
No,
probably going to hit £100, maybe €100 when it comes over here, but
it's definitely
even
something
still.
I'd be interested in. And part of that we'll go into a little bit later. I've not necessarily been too happy with the performances of one of my cases this week.
No.
So yeah.
That's my news. The very exciting news of guitar cases.
It's been a slow news week.
It certainly has. Guitars we don't like and guitars that are 5 years old.
Oh my
and
God.
Cases.
We forgot to mention something that TC have done this week. Or, well, kind of. For those of you who follow the Guitar Ring press and guitar kind of media quite closely will know that last week, or was it the weekend before? There was a little guitar soiree that was coined GuitarCon. I think our invitations were delayed a little bit so that we couldn't go. Of course,
No, I wasn't available, sadly.
no. I'm sure they just got our emails crossed, and
It was in Germany. It was really just down the road for me. But
Indeed.
I didn't want to go. That's the thing.
yeah, we didn't want to be there. Oh, too commercial. But TC had mentioned or kind of sneak previewed a little something they've been working on. And they call it the June 20. June as in the month and not the sand hill. June, which is supposed to be a very...
What is this June 20, Adam? Tell me.
It's I'm trying to think of the origins of it. It's supposed to be based very, very accurately on a chorus found in a Juno 106 synth by Roland, which I know absolutely nothing about. But it's supposed to be a very sought after chorus sound. It's essentially looks like it's got a really retro kind of really retro looking box, and
It
it's
looks
got
good. It
two
looks like the
buttons.
Juno synth.
Pardon?
It looks just like the Juno synth.
Does
It's got the
it?
same color scheme, the wooden sides. I'd be surprised if it actually is wooden, but it
Yeah.
looks kind of like the Moog pedals that came out, the Mooga Fuga and all that.
Yes,
sort of stuff.
yes. Yeah, they're quite highly regarded these days, aren't they?
Apparently so. I've never played one.
No, neither have I. They fall out of my remit.
I've recently got into chorus for the first time ever through buying this Roland JC120.
Yeah.
So I'm actually interested in that pedal, whereas before I would have just passed it by.
I think chorus it's something which was ruined by the 80s a little bit, weren't it?
Yeah, I totally agree.
I absolutely love chorus. I use it from anything from kind of making my cleans more sparkly to almost emulating kind of Leslie sounds with it. So I absolutely love chorus.
Chorus
I
is
don't
a
know how
dangerous
much-
area for guitar effects.
It's very easy to do bad chorus. and make
Yes,
bad
yes.
noises.
Yeah, it can be mistreated, can't it, chorus?
Yeah.
But I find flange.
I just always end up.
is-
I can only ever sound like Andy Summers playing badly with the chorus.
Indeed. Mind you, Andy Summers on a bad night is still pretty good, I suspect.
All right, yeah, I'll take that.
Indeed. You had a little bit of it weren't necessarily guitar news as well, but it was guitar personality news, weren't it, Andrew?
Yeah, Buckethead, the shredder that
Indeed.
I sadly know very little about, apart from his Guns N' Roses days. He's been diagnosed with a chronic heart disease and or condition. I don't know what the PC term is these days, but it was posted earlier on the internet on, I think, Ultimate Guitar or Guitar World or something like this, and it was a very point to the point. It says he might only have days. I could be gone tomorrow. It's quite serious.
Yeah, it sounds really shocking, that does, doesn't it?
Very
Yeah.
sad news again.
Yeah, I mean, much like Andrew, I'm not totally familiar with his musical output, and I don't think his music necessarily is music that speaks to me. But there is absolutely no doubt that the man is a very talented guitar player. And hearing news like that is, I mean, it kind of harkens back to 2016 where we just had loads and loads of kind of musical legends dying all of a sudden, and we had Tom Petty last week, and then this week we're seeing Buckethead saying he's only got, or he might only have days to live.
I'm trying to avoid a very inappropriate joke about kicking the bucket.
Yes, I've been.
Which just came to me as I thought it might have just come to you as well. So whatever we do, don't include this part in the podcast.
That will almost certainly be included because I am incredibly lazy when it comes to cutting bits out.
So let's just be clear then, we are not saying that.
We are not saying.
Okay.
We are not saying anything about kicking the bucket head. Nothing whatsoever. No, it's incredibly sad news as much as we are trying to lighten the situation. But to avoid what
it is, the guitar world will be worse off without him. He's
yeah.
I know some of his music, and I can agree with you, it doesn't speak to me either. But he's one of those players where I just watch him and think, yeah, that guy's an awesome player.
Yeah.
And he's found his Filtertrons, for sure.
Yeah, he's got some weird kind of primer finish on his guitars, doesn't he? Look, his guitars are incredibly white.
Yeah, he's quite an odd artist, as it were.
Yeah, so much. So, kind of fingers crossed for his health and well-being.
Yeah, what can you say, apart from the fact that he's ill? He could be gone tomorrow, as he says, but he may not be.
Yeah.
Let's hope he makes more good music and does more stuff for the good guitar world.
Indeed. We are going to move on to our questions for this week. We've got a few. Our first one is submitted by our good friend Mick, who was almost on this podcast today.
He was. He joined us for the pre-podcast chat, didn't he?
He did, and he couldn't
And then
escape. He couldn't figure out how to exit the chat, so he almost had to be on out of default.
I'm still here.
He may very well still be here, just trying to end the call.
It wouldn't surprise me if he suddenly popped up.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure we.
But yeah, what was his question? I've forgotten.
So he's got a friend who's looking to start playing guitar, I believe, and is looking to start with an acoustic. The budget is of £200. And what are our suggestions for something which isn't terrible?
Matt, go for it.
I mean, personally, I don't think you should go for an acoustic at sub 200. The way the construction of most acoustics is, you want something that's going to have at least a solid top, and you're even struggling for solid top at sub 200. I would either look for second hand at that price point and see if you can find something. I mean, if you can get something solid back and sides as well. But I mean, if you get something with a laminate top, it just kind of chokes all the sound out. It just, I don't like the way they sound. I mean, if it's a fixed price point, then my personal opinion is get the most expensive Yamaha you can find on the second hand market, because I think the budget Yamaha's acoustics are fantastic.
Yeah. I think my experience with acoustics is limited, to say the least. I don't tend to play acoustic very often, and the only acoustics I've played have been borrowed or communal. But every time I've played the Yamaha, I have been impressed. I think the cheapest I'd want to go for is something like the APX series, is it?
Yeah. So you get APX and CPX, which are usually there's 300, 500, 700, and 900. I've got the CPX 700, so the APX is a thin body, and a smaller shape, and then the CPX is a Dreadnought.
Okay.
So I've got the CPX 700, which are just fantastic guitars. But yeah, if you can get into even the APX, I think the lowest one is still solid top. So if you can afford one of those, get one.
Yeah, they do an APX. I think it's called the APX 70, which is 3/4 size.
I've not seen one of those.
And that comes in at 199. So I mean, if new is required, then I think that's probably where I'd put my money. It might be in 3/4 size. It might lend itself to a beginner as well.
I'm going to come at it from that angle, if I may, from the beginner angle, and try and look at it from a beginner's attitude, and from a teaching point of view as well. I think the most important part of a guitar for a beginner is playability. I totally agree with you, Matt, about the laminate top choking the sound, and the best sound you can get is often a solid top. However, for a beginner, they're going to need something that makes them want to play more. And as a teacher that teaches almost every day, you don't hear kids and adults saying things like, that doesn't sound right. They hear things like, I can't get this chord right.
Yeah.
Or this is hurting my fingers is the most common one.
Right, okay.
And so I'm going to say something like, I agree with you about not going sub 200, and sound-wise, you'd be very lucky to get something decent for that price. However, what about getting something for 120, 150 and spending the remaining cash on a decent setup and decent strings?
Definitely a good idea.
Interesting.
And then it doesn't really matter what the guitar is. I mean, it kind of does. It only goes on that price point, and for a beginner, it goes on reputation, what they happen to have in the shop at the time, and what your mates play. So I would, and I do get asked to recommend guitars very often, and it's always, I've recommended I think it's a €55 Harley Benton.
Oh, wow.
And then I've done a setup on it, and it comes with a case, I think for €77, case and some picks and beginner stuff.
Yeah.
And I've said, well, you give me €100 and I'll do a setup and put new decent strings on it and make sure that it's playing the best it will play.
Yeah.
And that's €100, which is what, £90. So I think for a beginner, the £200 guitar is perfectly achievable.
Yeah.
But it will be a guitar they'll have for a year, maybe 2 years, and then say, okay, now I need something a bit better.
Yeah. I think also kind of going in that that train of thought as well, something that stays in tune.
Absolutely.
Because I know in the electric market, if you go kind of sub 150, that's always an issue. That the tuners get scrimped on so much that they don't hold tune, and the nuts are cut so badly that it binds, and the tuning isn't incremental. It's almost notched.
Yeah, it is notched, isn't it?
Yeah.
But having extra frets.
Yeah, I suppose when I was talking about it, I was talking from personal opinion. I hadn't thought about sort of like from a beginner's point of view. You don't care what it sounds like. I started with a pretty Ibanez starter pack, a Dio, is it, the series?
Yeah.
Ibanez starter packs. And yeah, I didn't care what the guitar. I'd like whether that it had humbuckers or To be honest with you, I don't even think I changed pickups for the first year I was playing. So yeah, thinking about the sound is probably not the biggest issue. You want something that's going to make you go back to it. So yeah, you're probably right. I hadn't thought of it like that.
Yeah, I think we've given some good solid advice there, to be honest. So we're going to move on to something that Andrew's got a little bit of experience with here. This week on your channel, Mr. Guitar Geek.
Ah, yes.
You done a little review, a little kind of look at the Katana Mini, the Boss Katana Mini.
Yeah, it's a series of sound samples and some opinions from me on the Katana Mini.
I thought just before we go into discussing the topic, I think the way that you did that was incredibly well done.
Thank you very much.
Showing the kind of the room mic and then the close mic examples of the same sound.
Yeah, I had the SM57 on it, and I just thought I tried to get the best sound I could, as you would for a piece of media you're creating. But there's a line between that you shouldn't really cross between honesty again and trying to get a good sound. I didn't want to colour the amp in any way, and also, who's going to be playing that amp with their ear right against the speaker?
And it's very rare that anyone's going to mic that amp as well, I suppose.
Exactly. But if I don't mic it up, someone's going to say on YouTube, "Oh, you put a 57
you were lazy.
or something on that." And
You didn't give it justice. Yeah. No,
I went with I double mic'd it, and then played one version with the close mic and one room mic version.
Yeah.
And I was impressed by the amp.
Indeed. I mean, this topic was kind of sparked from some of the comments that you made in that video as well, about the little Marshall MG. I think it's like an MG1.
MS2.
Oh, was it MS2? There we go. Yeah.
It is.
And I had one of those, the little kind of half stack that was about no bigger than about 7 inches tall.
Yeah.
And at the time, I thought it was amazing that I could get something that sounded a little bit like an amp that I could carry around with me. But it was incredibly flimsy. I ended up breaking it within about 2 weeks of owning it.
Yeah, I've got an identical story. I had one, and I thought it was amazing that I could carry around a battery amp, and I broke it in the first week I had it.
Yep. So, I mean,
I had mine for about 10 years and gave it away about 3 years ago, having hardly ever played it because I hated it and just thought it looked good.
Yep.
So if you don't play them, they're fine, and if you play them, they end up breaking.
Yeah, they're not meant to be played. They're meant to be looked at and go, "Hey, look, I've got a mini Marshall."
Yeah, it's tiny.
Yeah, mine was on my desk at work after I broke it for about 3 years.
Yeah, it's kind of.
That's the thing. If it's broken, it still looks good. Why didn't I think of that? Idiot.
So yeah, I mean, what are our opinions of kind of small practice amps and where they're going and what?
I'll stay out of it for a minute if you don't mind, because I've kind of aired my opinions on the YouTube channel. I'll jump in at the end.
Okay, well, in that case, I'll go with the Marshall. Those MS2s, I think they were terrible. I think I'd never heard a good battery amp until the Blackstar Fly 3, about 4 or 5 years, which you could get a reasonably decent sound out of. But again, I'd have taken something like an ID Core 10 over it. You know, something that, all right, it's a bit bigger and it's not battery powered, but it gives you a far better sound, in my opinion.
Yeah.
But the Katana Mini, it seems to have stepped the game up again, and Andrew's video really impressed me. It's not something that I've ever thought of before, because my practice amp at home is a Marshall Lead 12 that I plug into most days these days. So I have no real need for a battery amp because I can plug that in at home. But if I was ever sort of travelling, I don't know, say if I wanted to travel through Europe or something, take something with me, one of those would be sort of high on my list of things to do.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I think I'm in the same boat as you, Matt. I don't have a Lead 12, but when I'm practicing at home, I do unplugged, pretty much exclusively, mainly because I can't be bothered to set up my rig, but also I find practicing unplugged gives an honest sound of what I'm actually playing rather than being coloured by amplification. So it's a slightly nicer practice tool for me, as I've found, at least anyway. But if I did find the need for a battery amp or something tiny that's just nice and easy and convenient, I was impressed enough to give the Katana a shout. And like mentioned on pretty much every podcast recently, I'm not a Phantom Boss, and it's still I'd still be willing to try it.
I think you're going to completely convert at some point. You're going to go, it's going to sway the other direction.
Yeah, it's just
Wearing
going to be...
boss t-shirts, boss baseball caps.
That's
Get
it.
boss shaved into your beard, everything.
That'll be the day, that will, won't it?
I love boss.
Indeed. Indeed. Today is not that day. Today is not that day.
What are we on, podcast 15 now?
Yeah, podcast 15.
Okay, I'm gonna put €5 on by podcast 40. You've bought one katana of some description.
Okay. You're on.
It's a bold statement.
It's only €5, but that's
What's
a
that
lot
like?
of money these
I
days.
think, yeah, with Brexit happening, that's about £400, isn't it?
It is to you guys. I'll tell you what. Well, I'll just buy you a house. How's that?
Yeah, no, it's fine.
Okay.
Is it going to be in Austria? Is that the
Yes.
catch?
Yeah, sadly.
Damn you.
Be a Wendy house.
So there's a little topic that I want to touch on this week. We were going to do my rusty ass guitar strings, but I think we've got a far more important rant on the way, and this is where I pass the soapbox over to Andrew.
I'm just going to stretch before this. Just
This one
sure I
requires
don't
some
put anything
limbering,
out.
doesn't it? So, can you tell us a little bugbear of yours that has come into fruition recently, Andrew?
Yeah, I can, Adam. Thanks for asking. When we did the interview with me as the guitar geek, we mentioned the Epiphone Emperor, which
yeah.
I keep trying to move on from, but it's currently hanging around like a bad fart. So
It is. It's haunting you, isn't it?
It is. And several people want me to move on, but no, I'm going to milk this for all it's worth. Anyway, when that happened, I thought, I'm not really happy with buying used anymore because it really did hit me hard. And I thought, the only way to get over this is to get straight back on the horse and buy
get back on
two
that horse,
guitars.
Buy
On the what?
two.
Well, I said I was never going to buy another guitar online, so I bought two, and that's
I suppose that's
not
not
a lie then, is it?
it's not a lie then, is it?
But what it was two guitars that were together as a pair. Two vintage guitars, as in old,
Yeah, not
from the
the brand.
60s. The Taisco Japanese sort of surfy looking guitars,
Yes.
where they could be any kind of brand but made in one factory. And I've been after some of these for ages because I think they look really cool, and I just never ventured into that area. Anyway,
Yeah.
it came up on my search agent, which I really should delete now. and I spoke to some guy who's also in Austria. He said, "Yeah, I'll send them to you, no problem." And we did the deal. Everything's fine. And then he sent them to me in. Well, you've seen the picture. What does it look like, Matt?
It's like two cardboard boxes. So you've got a big cardboard box at the bottom that looks like you could probably fit an amp in it, and then like a box that you put 4 bottles of wine in stuck over the top of the necks.
Yeah, that's exactly what it was. And there was a bit of token bubble wrap and a little plastic bag. So basically,
it seemed
after my
methodical, didn't
sorry,
I mean, the wrapping up was methodical. There was bubble wrap and a bag on both.
yeah, that's enough.
They saw your last video and said string and cable ties is not enough. So they thought, yeah, bubble wrap and a bag sounds.
Bubble wrap and a bag and
On the
several
headstock
boxes.
only.
Yeah.
Well, the thing was, the bodies were cushioned. They were several boxes within that big box, but there was nothing protecting anything from the body upwards. So maybe he's just into bodies. You don't really need a neck on a guitar.
Everyone knows that the strongest points on a guitar is from the kind of 12th fret upwards.
Yeah, so he protected that. So yeah, I'm back on my buying horse, and I did an unboxing and just to check it was okay, and they were not okay. The necks had decided that they didn't want to be part of the body anymore, much like the Emperor.
Yeah.
Luckily, these were more Fender styles, bolt-on necks, so they are fixable. However, my bugbear is that people don't know how to package guitars. You'd think it was blindingly obvious,
Yeah.
but it isn't. I mean, am I naive or are people stupid? Or both? Or am I stupid and are people naive?
No,
Kind of rhetorical, but
I think.
I mean,
yeah, I'm gonna.
you
attempt
two have
to
both
answer
bought
it,
used
though.
guitars, is that right? You've both bought used shipped,
Yeah, definitely.
Matt?
I haven't bought used shipped because I live on an island and I know what people. Well, I've seen not quite as bad as yours, but I've seen sort of one of the other guitarist in my band bought a Fender Strat. Was it the Highway One?
Mm-hmm.
Is that a Strat? And somebody had clearly bought a Gibson and thought, what I'll do is I'll stick it in the polythene bag that the Gibson came in that doesn't quite cover the whole thing because it's threaded. And I'll stick it in the Gibson box. Oh, the Gibson box is a little bit short. So I'll just cut the top of the Gibson box open and I'll put something over the end of it and I'll send it like that. So there's no packaging around the guitar at all. It was just in one of those triangular boxes with the top cut off and just another box put over the top. And obviously that didn't go too well. They'd left the trem arm in the Strat, which had gone through the box. So I have seen stupid things in the past, so I've always said if I'm going to buy second hand, I will do it in person, which I have done, but I don't trust people.
Yeah.
If I look at it as a percentage of guitars that I've bought via shipping, it's a very small percentage. But 2 in a row or 3 in a row, it's people need to be more careful.
Yeah, it would suggest that people have got worse at shipping over the past however many years.
Yeah. But the good news is, I've got another guitar coming next week. This time shipped from the United Kingdom.
So, I mean, you really are jumping back on that horse, aren't you? It keeps
I
you off and you keep...
I jumped on, it kicked me back off again, and I'm determined to buy something that comes in one piece.
Even if it costs you the price of a brand new guitar.
It's not brand new, sadly. Oh no, if I did, yeah, you're right. I could have bought something new. Damn it. Yeah, but it's I won't tell you what it is. We'll find out in another time, another place.
Indeed.
But it's coming from the UK, and I've got much more confidence in this one.
Good.
And I am shedding a few, so I'll be losing a couple and gaining one.
Oh wow! So it's somewhat of an important guitar.
Yes.
Good.
You're welcome.
I think that's a good place for us to end for today. So
I agree.
good. Excellent. So, our usual, if you want to find us on Facebook, which you should have your say, have a chat with us. We're all lovely people, apart from maybe one or two. If you go on, if you look in the description of this podcast, actually, in any of the descriptions, it should have a direct link to our Facebook group. If not, go groups, search for Fret Talk Podcast. We are all there. We will talk to you and we will use your questions and we will answer any news that you send and so forth. It's all good stuff. If you want to find me on Facebook, you go Budget Pedal Chap, facebook.com/Budget Pedal Chap. If you want to go Instagram, it's .com/Budget Pedal Chap. I don't think I do anything else. Yeah, sounds about right for me. Andrew, how do we find you?
You just go onto YouTube and you type in The Guitar Geek, and I'm the curly-haired Muppet-looking one.
Yeah, apparently some House and Muppets.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a wonderful description. Are there any other avenues or?
No, just the YouTube one. Through that, you might find me on Facebook.
Yep.
But I'm not going to do the work for you. If you really want to find me, then you should do the work.
Yeah, and I will say that your content recently has been absolutely blinding, and I'm an avid watcher, and I will always like and comment your videos because they're some of the greatest ones that I find entertaining on YouTube at the moment.
Thank you. I shall be doing this channel until it's just me and you left.
Brilliant. And Matt, how do we find you?
Yeah, so if you want to just talk to me about gear, obviously the Facebook page is the best place to go. And if you want to see videos of me playing, I wasn't able to share it into the group because somebody who has put different privacy settings on has tagged us in a video. So if you want to see video of me playing, search for Switch IOM on Facebook and go to our page, and there's some video of us playing the other week.
Excellent stuff. I mean, I've yet to do that, so I'm going to slap myself on the wrist and get on that by next time. But yeah, so from me, your host, Budget Pedal Chap, this is going to be our good nights for today. From your host, the Guitar Geek, Andrew Ferris and Matt Quine. That'll be us for today. So
Bye-bye.
Catch you again next
Goodbye.
time, listening for episode number 16. See you all later. Bye.
Bye.
Ta-ra.
Bye. I didn't press record till about 10 minutes into that.
Oh, shit.